Hey everyone. Hey Robert.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Thanks, you too. I don't thought that there will be so much people today.
Just eager to get stuff done, I guess. Tired of not doing stuff.
Exactly. I had 2 weeks off, so I'm happy to be back in the car seat.
Let's give people another 2 minutes to join.
Thomas, James was here on the December 15th meeting, but we didn't have quorum. It was just like 2 or 3 of us, and there were some internet connection issues. So we didn't progress any. So we just copied that into the next agenda. But I don't see him here now. So.
And I think it will go to the next, it will also move to the next agenda because it's not here today.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of a longer discussion. So, yes, then let's start. Welcome everyone to today's TAG meeting. I think we have a very short agenda today because everyone who has put something on the agenda is not here at the moment. So is there, are there any things you want to discuss today, or as the majority of the cooperative delivery working group is here, are there any news from your working group?
No, we canceled the last meeting in December. So we're at about the same state we were about a month ago. Potato Head's coming along gradually, so.
Yes, but this I took a look on it. I think that the issue with the public repositories is not solved until now, isn't it? Or is
No,
it?
that's a good point. No, we need to get that GitHub ghcr.io/potatohead. need to make that public.
Because I tried to do this, but I also have not enough permissions to do this. And yes, I'll talk to Aris after his vacation.
Oh, he's out. Do you have, Thomas, are you a admin of the org? The Potato Head
I
org?
think I'm org admin, but I don't have permissions to set this public.
Oh, really? So you see them, but you can't make them public?
Yes.
Okay, at least you see them, because I don't even see them. So I'm like, where the heck are these things? So great. Okay, that's okay. We just gotta ask Alois.
So this is kind of weird, but as I said, I'll ask Aris as soon as he's back from his vacation.
Thank you.
Then we'll try to get this out. Another thing regarding the Potato Head, do you think it would make sense to have one Helm chart for each service and put them together via an umbrella?
I think we should discuss it. I actually tried to do this.
Sorry.
Oh, I just was gonna say, like, since you're asking, I'm like, it's a discussion. I don't know. I mean, if you're asking my opinion on that practice, like I've tried it at places and it hasn't always gone well, but it would be interesting. Yeah, for
sure. Because I have some use cases where you want to deploy the services independently, and therefore this would make it a bit easier.
When you say service, do you mean an application? I guess, or like, I guess I don't know like the terminology. So like a microservice.
Each of the applications.
Yes. Okay. So
Just
if you
independent services.
Because typically, at least here, we have something like 200 of them, and each team owns a service, and then they have a chart that goes with it. And so, and we have a whole infrastructure, that I think you guys have working on this project, to kind of put it all together, whether it be a GetOps model or something older like a Spinnaker or whatever it is. So I think this project should kind of mirror that pattern of a service or it being like an application, and then how do you kind of compose it?
Yeah, it does totally make sense. I just happen to have been working with a customer who has that for a very simple application, so I'm kind of biased towards not doing anything that's complicated at the moment. But yeah, it makes sense. The services should probably be their own their own Helm charts, and then have something that sets that up nicely, which is a good practice thing to do anyway. So someone wants to do that, that's cool.
We could also keep it in parallel with the existing one to start with. Like, that's something I think we discovered when we merged in my big changes. Like, let's find a way to maintain older examples and implementations, like the monolith. So like you could have a chart 1 and a chart 2 or something, at least for a little while if we want. So we can demonstrate different ways.
Yeah, so I think this is a thing we could take a look on in the future. I think we have someone new here in the tag today. So Oleg, would you like to introduce yourself, or did you already do this?
Hi all, and sorry for being late. Just waking up. Happy to participate. I actually represented the Continuous Delivery Foundation, also Jenkins community. I work for Dynatrace. So I just joined recently to help with the Captain project. We will be helping with the virtualization process and finishing incubation process first, of course. Next meeting, I will present what is the status of Captain, including the current adjustments based on the due diligence done by the TAG App-Delivery. So there were a lot of feedback we got from there. We got from the initial TC reviews, and there are some adjustments and improvements happening in both project, its roadmap, and also community, so that we can better fit the CNCF criteria and also adjust how we operate. And yeah, my goal in the next months will be actually to prepare the project for incubation. In 2 weeks, we'll be happy to speak about what actually happens there.
Okay. So I think we already talked. It would be cool if we could present the Captain progress in 2 weeks, because then we would have more people there, and especially more people involved in the incubation process. Yeah, and I think this would bring more value. Let's say it this way.
Definitely. Well, it's not just Captain. There are other projects related to app-delivery, which are going through incubation and sandbox application phases now. So
it's the same for Backstage, I think. So Backstage is also stuck between sandbox and incubation at the moment.
Well, last time I checked, there were 18 projects, including some big ones. Well, of course, there is Knative application, which is quite recent, but also there is a lot of projects that try to move between these phases these days.
Yes. So,
Thomas,
let's talk about this. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, like, in terms of preparing for this Captain one, the conveyor one, other things, what's the ask from our tag exactly? Is it to go through the technical implementation? Is it to review the due diligence doc? Is there something we can do in the next couple of weeks to be prepared?
For Captain, the whole due diligence doc stuff and so on is already done. So we already received their due diligence document, and Jennifer already took a look on it and also gave up a recommendation. So that's the thing which we should do normally. But in the end, we only give a recommendation, but the TOC does the rest. So there will also be end user interviews and so on, which are triggered, as far as I know, by the TOC. So currently we are waiting for someone someone of the TOC to go ahead. So especially in the case for Captain, it was pretty hard to get a TOC sponsor at the moment.
Well, TOC passed through reorganization. They had a lot of joining this autumn. Also, there are pending elections which will elect 5 additional members. So they're growing the TOC to match the capacity, because before that they had something like 7 or 9 people, and it was.
Currently there are 11. Sorry? Currently they are 11.
Yeah. So if I understand correctly, they're still growing to actually match the requirements.
Okay. Good. So I have no additional agenda points for today. Has anybody something he wants to discuss here? Otherwise, we would get back around 45 minutes.
Maybe one question really to TOC specifically. So the nominations are open until January 11th. It's the next week. And from what I can tell, TAG App-Delivery hasn't done a nomination for the elections yet. So the question is whether there is interest in doing so.
I think normally with the TOC members don't get nominated by the tags themselves. But I think Alois knows more about the process here.
So I can take it offline maybe to the chat. Yep. Now, from my understanding, it's basically tax eligible to nominate apps, and the rest goes to the governing board and TUC itself. But, yeah, I might be wrong.
Okay, then I think we should move the conveyor and the captain incubation thing to the next meeting. I think next week there will be the next cooperative delivery meeting, isn't it? Okay, then I'll also try to join this one.
Great.
And we should try to announce this a bit more loud, a bit louder than currently. And yes. So if nobody has additional agenda points, I think we'll call it a day. And yes, see you again in 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks all.
Say bye-bye.